All right, Shalom. First off, I'm going to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakudash. Yahweh being the Heavenly Father's true name, Yahweh Shai being the name of his only begotten Son. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles, a great millstone who rule well and teach well. And peace, blessings, and salutations to all you walking throughout the four corners of the earth, continuing to push and do the works in truth and in sincerity. All right, this is Brother Mashah, one of the men coming up under the branch out here in the morning camp. And just here with a quick lesson once again. And pretty much it's going to be about how the men of the Lord that are doing the works in truth and in sincerity right now, okay, those are the men that are going to be precious in the times to come, all right, when all tribulation is breaking loose, or when it's when the judgment of the Lord and the wrath of the Lord is out here, all right, terrible judgments going on, okay, famines, pestilence, all right, people rioting, killing each other, okay, just a whole lot of chaos and destruction and just scary times. All right, the men of the Lord, okay, are going to be more precious. All right. And it brings to mind, well, first I'm going to start off with the precept that I wanted to start off with. All right. Because really what got me doing this lesson is I was just going over James the second chapter, dealing with faith, which is what I'm going to get. I'll start at the top. All right. This is James chapter 2, and starting at the top. My brethren, have not faith of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, the Lord of glory, with respect of persons. For if there come unto your assembly a man with a gold ring in goodly apparel, and there come in also a poor man in vile raiment, and ye have respect to him that weareth the gay clothing, and say unto him, sit thou here in a good place, and say to the poor, stand thou there, or sit here under my footstool, are you not then partial in yourselves, and are become judges of evil thoughts? All right, and it was just something I was thinking about. All right, because really just going into how a lot of people out here, all right, whether it be we can say these different camps, all right, even individuals out here that think they have faith or know what it is to have faith, or even Christians or these other proud heathens or whatever the case may be. All right, a lot of people are walking in pride, all right, thinking they know something or are about something, all right, when really, okay, the true men of the Lord, all right, and chiefly the men under the banner of great millstone, all right, the ones that have the full truth, okay, are the men that the Lord has respect unto, and that the Lord is actually dealing with, all right. But you could look, this precept here says and have respect to him that wear the gay clothing. So just applying it to these other camps, all right, that wear these fancy uniforms and these garments, all right, and they call the men of Great Millstone the bum camps and whatnot, all right, and they're really just walking in this pride and this like the scripture says, they got the outer cup clean, right? But what I want to point out is when that time comes, it's going to be known, okay, who the true men of the Lord are. All right. But verse 5 is the point. Hearken, my beloved brethren, hath not the Most High chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom which he hath promised to them that love him? All right. So what it said, the Most High had chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith. All right. Poor meaning the ones that are despised and in a lower state. All right. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're a bum and you're just, eating out of trash cans. No, it just means you're in a lower state, all right, and you're despised, all right. But what you're rich in faith, right? The true men of the Lord, okay, and likening it onto the men of GMS, okay, because those are the men that have the full doctrine, all right, the full truth, right? But yeah, and I wanted to just go into how in that time, okay, like it says, let me grab Matthew real quick. All right. Matthew 7 and verse 24. All right, because once again, these are the camps. Okay, these are the guys, and any proud individual out here that doesn't have the full truth. All right, that's just walking in pride and think they know something. Once again, they're not really doing anything, but they're just walking in pride, right? But this is Matthew 7:24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. All right. So once again, okay, the men of Great Millstone, the men of GMS, all right, those are the ones that are actually rich in faith. Why? Because they are actually hearing these things and doing them. All right. Because even going back to that James the second chapter, all right, and jumping down to I'll start at verse 14. What doth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he hath faith and have not works? Can faith save him? If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, Depart in peace, and be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doth it profit? All right. So once again, just speaking for the men of GMS, all right, being around the brothers, okay, I know that these men actually apply the things that are said, all right, and that's once again, like we're going to read, all right, verse 17, even so faith, if it hath not works, is dead being alone, okay, so the men of Great Millstone are the ones that actually have true faith. Why? Because being around them, I know that they actually apply these things, okay, the men that I'm around, the brothers that I'm around, all right. I know certain times when things might happen and a brother will help another brother. Why? Because applying the scriptures. All right. So once again, as it reads, even so faith if it hath not works is dead being alone. Yea, a man may say, Thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. All right. So the men that are actually applying these things and walking in them and living in them, okay, are the ones that are going to be more precious in the times to come. All right. Because why? Once again, going back to Matthew 7 and 24, verse 25. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon the house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And everyone that heard these say, right. But the point is what? Verse 24 and 25 is going into the people that actually apply these things and do them. All right. Fulfilling the whole law. All right. Because, matter of fact, going back, all right, I really could have just read down, but going back to that James 2 real quick, it's another point I want to grab. All right. Because the point is, verse 9. And it reads, But if ye have respect to persons, ye commit sin and are convinced of the law as transgressors. Okay. So what? Hey, these are the camps. All right. They just looking from the outer. Okay, you see them with all that glamour. All right, matching uniforms. All right, and things of that nature. All right, fancy YouTube mantras and all that. Right. It's like, and if you go join them, you gotta literally change and start doing what they do, right? You gotta start wearing the uniform, all right? Might even have to wear all black, all right, and some boots or something like that, like we see IUIC doing, right? So really, it's like, but then in the case where with GMS, okay, brothers don't judge you by your outward appearance, all right? Brothers aren't gonna make you change and or you gotta, or should I say, brothers aren't gonna expect you to be the flyest dude, right? Nah, brothers are judging with true judgment, you know. And it's just something I was thinking about that was on my spirit while I wanted to do this lesson. All right, but going back to Matthew 7, Matthew 7. It's but we already read it, but the point pretty much is what? Judging true judgment, all right, and not having respect of persons, you know, and actually doing these things that are written, right? And actually applying them and doing the works in truth and in sincerity. All right, that's actually having a true faith, you know. But so now I'm gonna get Isaiah 32. All right, just showing how, you know, the men that are actually doing these things in truth and in sincerity, all right, are the ones that are going to be covered in the times to come. Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 2. And a man shall be, matter of fact, before I get this, I'm gonna grab Hebrews real quick. All right. You know, just going into, you know, just how the true men, the Lord that actually have faith through their works, all right, are what's going to be precious in the times to come. All right. This is Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 7. By faith, Noah, being warned of the Most High of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith. All right. So Noah, okay, once again, when he was warned of the Most High of the destruction to come, what? He moved with fear. All right. And once again, that's what the men of the Lord, the men of Great Millstone are doing, okay? Moving in fear and warning you of the judgment to come. All right, going out to the highways and byways, preaching the word, okay? Be instant in season, out of season, okay? Being charitable among the brothers, all right? Examining, okay? Those are all faith. Those are all works of faith, right? You know, and once again, tying into that Matthew 7, all right? The ones that are actually doing these things, okay, they're going to be like a rock in the times to come, all right? Or like a man that built his house upon a rock, okay? So from there, let's grab let's grab Luke 18 real quick, you know, and just merging into the topic of faith, how really that's what's going to be more precious than anything in the times to come, all right? Of course, backed up by works, but is going to be tried. All right. This is Luke 18 and 8. I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? Okay. So what? When the Son of Man comes, okay, is he gonna find faith on the earth? All right. And once again, all right, tying coming back around onto all these other individuals and these other camps. All right. And just really all these other proud individuals that think they're doing something right now, okay, when the time comes, okay, to actually be tried, all right, and your faith is tried once again, then it's going to be known once again, like it says. Let's get that in Second Ezra. Let me search it up. This is Second Ezra chapter 16, and I'll just get to the point. Well, I'll start at 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. All right, so when all this tribulation comes and the men of the Lord are grabbed up, okay, that's when they're going to be tried, and it's actually going to be known, okay, who the true men of the Lord were, okay, when they're being tried, okay. And once again, a lot of all these proud individuals that think they're doing something, okay, I'm just gonna keep reiterating, okay, that think they're doing something or know something, okay, they're gonna fold in that time, all right, which is why the main point once again is going into faith, all right. the men that are doing the works in truth and sincerity, the men that are showing true brotherly love, teaching the correct doctrine, okay, actually doing and applying the scriptures to the best of their ability, those are the men that are going to be precious in the times to come. All right. Once again, all through faith. You know. And once again, when I said all through faith, of course, it's faith that drives you to do the works, but it's all predestination. But the men of the Lord are going to play it out through faith, right? So from here, I'm gonna grab Isaiah 13. All right. Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 2. It reads, so like Isaiah 32. Isaiah 32 and verse 2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. All right. And I wanted to grab this once again just to show, just once again tying into how the true men of the Lord, once again, that are doing the works in truth and in sincerity, are going to be known. And this scripture popped up into my mind because the true men of the Lord, okay, are the ones that are going to be this right here, a hiding place from the wind and a cover from the tempest. You know? And once again, that's when it's going to be known, okay, who the Lord is actually dealing with. All right. When these other guys in these other camps fold, okay, all these proud individuals that, once again, just summing it all up, all right, these proud individuals, all right, that just think they know something, moving in pride, or, you know, whatever the case may be, you know. But the true men of the Lord, once again, are going to be known in that time to come. Why? Because Matthew 7 and 24, they've actually applied these things and did them, you know. That's pretty much the point, you know, just going into that. All right, how, you know, the men that are actually moving in true faith and applying these things are going to be protected in the times to come. All right, which is what we hope to be and are working to be. All right. And once again, this lesson wasn't I hope, you know, no pride or anything. All right. It's all just something that was on my spirit. I was just reading over the scriptures, and I thought I'd do this lesson, but as well, I hope it was edifying, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ruach to what Yahweh, Ba'ashem, myself, for putting the spirit upon me to do this lesson. Double honor unto the elders and the apostles, a great millstone who rule well and teach well. And peace, blessings, and salutations to all you walk him, continuing to push and do the works in truth and sincerity. All right. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.